Hi guys, well, welcome to our channel. Thank you for just being here in general. So today in our first episode, we really just wanted to introduce the channel, who we are, what's going on, and everything about it. So first and foremost, welcome to Valor and Virtue. And really the mission of this channel, like our mission, is to help men, women, married couples really just pursue a life of moral, physical, and spiritual excellence. And we're just going to kind of start with an introduction, so I'll let you go first.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Mark. Aaron and I, we've been married for almost 7 years. Been in the military, the Army, for about 12 years, Army National Guard, that is. And I've been a police officer in a large city here for about 5 years. We got 2 kiddos, a 3-year-old son and a 1-year-old daughter.
It's chaos.
Yeah. So that's me. I'll have an episode myself later where I go a little bit more into detail and why I'm relatable, but
why you're relatable. Yeah. That's cute. But like we said earlier, my name is Aaron. Like you said, we've been married for 7 years. Really? So let's see, for 7 years? For 7 years, I owned a gym. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I owned a CrossFit gym. And then in 2020, we closed that down. So then I kind of just went on to like online coaching. And so for the last year, a little over a year, I've been online coaching. Took a little bit of a break because we had our daughter for like 2020 and I came back at it. So really most of my adult life has been health and fitness and coaching people in that aspect. I did work in an emergency room in the emergency department for 3 years.
Yeah,
3 years-ish, as an advanced EMT. So I do also love medicine, but I haven't done that job in 2 years. 2 years now, just with kids and everything. So that's my background and where I come from. And then next we just kind of want to go over like what you guys can expect with this channel, like what you're going to be seeing, what the episodes are going to look like, and really what you can expect from us. And so I think first and foremost, we've agreed that we're at least going to try and do an episode once a week, unless God forbid something crazy happens. And what are those episodes going to look like?
Yeah, so we're going to alternate. Sometimes we'll do an episode with both of us talking specifically to married couples. We'll be discussing things like military, law enforcement, lifestyle for families, parenting, kids.
Can we talk on that?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Our kids are wild.
Yeah. Stuff like that. And then there'll be episodes, certain weeks where it's just me, and I'm going to be talking more specifically to men, talk about healthy masculinity. We're talking about, again, military, law enforcement, lifestyle, because that's my background. That's what I can relate to. That's where I have life experience. And then Erin, same thing. She's gonna have her own episodes every once in a while talking to the women about womanliness and parenting and being a spouse at home while the husband's deployed, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say right off the bat, we are unapologetically biblically and Christian based. We are both Christians, been for a long time. That is a big part of who we are, and that's where we establish our moral ethical values. That being said, though, we think that even if you're not a Christian, we can share information that hopefully still be able to help you and be relatable, especially if you come from a military, law enforcement background. So yeah, that's what you can expect. Some weeks we might have more than just one episode. We might do a marriage episode, and Erin might do her own episode, or whatever. But we're hoping at least one episode per week. That's our goal.
Yeah, our goal is really, just to try and be relatable for you guys. I think one of the main reasons we decided to do this channel was because he got home from a deployment, and we have family that's also military and first responders. And something we were talking about is that, especially in the first responder military community, is that you kind of just get fed fluff. Like, you'll go to the seminars that they have, or the pre-deployment or post-deployment. Yeah, like the yellow ribbon ceremony, stuff like that. And they almost feed you like textbook stuff where you're like, okay, yeah, this is how it should look, or this is how it should be, how you should feel, but that's not real life at all. Like, that's it. Yes, it does. There is some good information in there because obviously they've been doing it for years, but I think for us, the reason we wanted to start this channel was really to just be able to share what we've learned, what we failed at, and what we learned from what we failed at, because really that's how we've learned.
Yeah.
You know, we've...
Want to be real.
Yeah, we just want to be real with you guys, and our biggest goal is that hopefully this can be a form of ministry where we can help you guys if you've ever been where we are. You know, and I'm sure there's times where you guys are going to help us, but our goal is just to be as real and honest as possible and share the little bit of knowledge and wisdom that we feel we've gained over the last 7 years of deployments, police work, owning a business, having children, and there's so much more to that backstory, which we'll be sharing in episodes. But really, we just want to be here to help facilitate a real, relatable, safe space to be able to grow.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. And not gonna lie, there's some selfish reasons to this too. One of those being that we want to connect more with people who are like us and like-minded individuals, and we want to kind of develop a bit of a community. Mm-hmm. And also for me, being the guy in the relationship, I don't talk very much. I'm better than I used to be, but I don't talk very much. So this is
I could talk all day.
So this is an opportunity for me and Aaron also to get to know each other, because it's going to force us to talk and force us to talk about things that we normally wouldn't talk about.
And share them.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not, like, I do, obviously, like, I like social media. Like, with my business, it has to be on social media, but I still try and be pretty private as far as, like, our marriage, our home life. Like, when he's deployed, like, don't talk about it at all. We really just have always kept us to us.
Yeah.
We've never really, like, shared, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of been doing people a disservice.
No.
Not that we're anything special, because we're not. We're just we've been through some really rough stuff, but we also have a decent amount of life experience for how old we are. I mean, I'm young. I'm 29. Aaron, I'm not gonna say how old she is.
I'm 31. I'm okay with it.
She's 31.
I'm okay with it.
For how young?
Robbed the cradle. Not really. I mean, it's 2 years, but still.
For how young we are, we have a decent amount of life experience, and I feel like there are people out there who can hear what we have to say, and we can help them, and that's really what we want to do. And I want to be very specific. Again, our mission is to help men, women, and married couples pursue a life of moral, physical, and spiritual excellence, and that really is going to be our focus. So all of our topics will be in some way relating to that.
Yeah. And that's kind of where, you know, we get to use our jobs, if you will, to help, and our you know, our beliefs and our backgrounds and, like, our code of ethics, like what we believe in, because for us, like, we wouldn't have gotten through certain phases of life if we didn't believe what we believe, and we just want to share that with you. And I think, you know, like, in your jobs, like, you have such a position of, like, leadership and working on that moral, physical, and spiritual excellence and everything that you do on your side. And then for me, you know, I'm more of, like, the fitness side of things. Like, that was my job for so long, and it's something I deeply care about. Well, we both deeply care about, but
but you're the educated one. I'm Bruce.
It just bleeds. We believe these things, these three things, bleed into every area of life, and for me, I feel like you can't achieve balance if you don't have one.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you have to have moral, physical, and spiritual excellence. I mean, we're pursuing excellence, right? Like, it's always the goal to get better. You're never going to reach the top, essentially, because the top can always go higher. But you can't reach where you want to be if you only have one or two of those things.
Yeah, and I'll get more into this in one of my episodes, but just because you're ripped, shredded, and you can deadlift 500 pounds doesn't make you a man. Or just because you have a beard doesn't make you a man. By the way, I can't grow beards, so I say that.
That's why he said that. That's why it's so funny that he just said that.
Make
That just
myself
made
feel
me
better.
giggle. Just because you can't have a beard, it's okay. I wouldn't like it if you had a beard anyway. It's okay.
But my point is that you gotta be balanced in morally, physically, and spiritually.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're gonna cater to, and every week we'll probably focus on a different aspect.
Yeah, we're gonna try and not keep these long, like 20, 30 minutes. We almost kind of, like, we thought about doing a podcast, but we really just wanted to be able to, like, see you guys or have you guys see us and just be able to interact with each other because, you know, especially with everything going on, we don't always get to be around as many people as we want to be around. And so this is, again, just another way for us to just be like, hey, like, we're here. We do not have all the answers by any means. We just want to share what worked for us because we've walked through so much and felt so alone.
Yeah.
Like, especially in these particular things. Like, if you're a military spouse or a first responder spouse, like, you can feel very alone on either side, whether you're the first responder or the stay-at-home spouse or whatever that looks like. Like, it can feel lonely on both sides, and we maybe have one good couple friend that we've been able to confide in and talk to, and we kind of just wanted to help facilitate that through this. And that's, you know, again, that's one of the big reasons we're doing it, is because we just want to help and be here for you guys, because this is something we wish we would have found.
Yeah, there's not much out there.
No.
So yeah.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we're gonna leave you guys with that. This first episode is short. It's just an introduction to let you guys know where we're coming from, why we're doing this, and what you can expect. And we'll roll out like the first official, like, diving into something deep episode next week. And that being said, we hope that you guys have a good day, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this, and we'll see you next time.
All right, see ya.
Bye.